Also played Crackdown 3.
What?
Oh wow.
You know, I remember when it came out, and I remember how everybody
Start this thing.
Yeah, you'll start it up. All right. It's actually number 80, right?
Engage.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 80, Jerry Rice. Yes, the greatest receiver ever. I'm Darius, and I'm here with Zac.
What's up? He's not the greatest receiver ever.
And at least 80% of Nolan.
Good morning.
Yeah. See?
Jerry Rice was pretty good.
Yeah, he was all right.
Name another one that was better.
Randy
CD Lamb.
Moss.
I don't know what you said.
I said CD Lamb. I just fucking
Also, you do have the Big D shirt on today, which is a wild shirt. I'm just gonna say that. For those of you who know, having a shirt that says Big D on it is wild. But Randy Moss, you know what? Not to get into too much sporty ball. I know some people, Steven, be upset that we talk about anything that's not pressing buttons, even though they are sporting games that go with video games.
But I understand.
Randy Moss is an acceptable answer. I will give you that. Now, accomplishment-wise, obviously, Jerry did a little more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the eye test, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Okay? Not never.
I don't know who I'd put there.
Like at least on par with him.
Yeah. Two different sides of the same coin. Like, talent-wise, I think Moss is probably the, like, body type-wise, just being able to. Randy Moss is fast, and nobody really knows that he's fast because it doesn't look like he's running fast. But he is creating a lot of distance between him and any defender.
Strides are so long.
Man, like a gazelle out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing Crackdown 3, man. You know, I want to talk about Crackdown because I don't think it got a lot of love.
Okay.
The game.
I came out of nowhere.
Listen, I was just sitting on. First of all, Game Pass suggested it, and I was like, you know what, Game Pass? You might know me now. Like, I feel like we're getting into the Netflix territory where it might know me. Mm-hmm. So it suggested that I try it out. So I'm going to try it out.
Have you never played it?
No. I think I played the first one.
Yeah, I think it's the only
I
one
played the first two.
Yeah.
I never did play 3.
But I remember, like, the second one was kind of decently popular, right? Like, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought that one did.
The first one was definitely because it came with the demo of Halo 3.
Yeah, that's
before.
right.
Yeah.
That would have been 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, it would have been 3.
It's like the first Zone of Enders is still the highest selling one because it came with the demo for Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Exact same thing.
Yeah.
I think they misjudged how much folks actually liked Crackdown. I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic
I thought it was
game.
fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
it was super
sandbox,
fun.
you know, just wild out, but also you the good guy, so, you know,
Yeah.
your crimes aren't actually crimes.
But there was a definite sales drop off from 1 to 2, even though 2 was a better game.
Yeah. That's the one they had the co-op in it, right? Or was the first one co-op as well?
First one was.
I think
Yeah.
the first one was co-op too, yeah.
That's the reason I liked it a lot.
And then 3, I didn't hear such great things about. First of all, didn't it get pushed back for like 2 years?
Oh, it got pushed back for several years.
And then they added, what's his name to it?
Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews got added to
Which,
it.
all right, so that was the thing that threw me out because I remember seeing that, you know, they was doing all the commercial. He was running around in a suit like he was going to be the spokesperson. That was when I don't know if you guys remember, but that's when they was doing this weird thing where they were trying to get like spokespersons for every company. Mm-hmm. It's all because of the Reggie thing with Nintendo. Everybody wanted to have their guy.
Yeah.
And then Sony just hired some dude to pretend like he was the president of Sony.
Dude was funny.
He was. Hey. Let me tell you, he had some time. He had comedic timing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I played it, and I'm like, okay, let me see what's this about. And I remember the Terry Crews being the main guy, but when you play the game, he's actually not like the main. Like he's not the main character. Technically, all the people die in the beginning, and you're playing like
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know, right? 2009 maybe. But it's like they're just ways for you to kind of like specialize in a certain skill. So like Terry Crews thing was strength, so like his melee attacks did more damage, and then you get somebody whose driving skill is better, or somebody whose gun skill or
So
explosive.
he's like a teacher.
Yeah. It's like, but you wear their, like you are this nameless clone, and you can switch between each of the different people, and you find people who got like 2 bonuses or something.
Okay.
But like the world that they had and stuff like that was real. It's really good because it's like you feel strong immediately. So it's a really easy game to jump in and just win and go from mission to mission, and you just blowing up stuff and shooting weapons, and they got a whole little cast of enemies and people you got to beat. And the sides of it, like a lot of these sandbox games now, I just feel like they're so big. They're so big with so many repetitive things. When you're talking about Star Wars, about how you finally you find your way of doing something, and then you just rinse and repeat until you get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was playing Crackdown 3, I'm like, you know what? The size of this city is as big as most of these games need to make their cities, because I feel like some of them just be like, well, look how big we can make it. Like when I played Far Cry 6 ain't a bad game. It's actually pretty good, but there's a whole bunch of rinse and repeat, and you got to do it a whole lot if you're trying to do the story, like and see all the characters and all that stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, it just feels daunting. But that game didn't, and I know it's old, so they weren't making games that big just yet.
Yeah, because that was still on 360.
Yeah,
Or was that an Xbox One game?
Nah, it was towards the end. It was supposed to be like in the middle of the peak of the 360.
Yeah.
Wait, was the first one on Xbox? Or was it on 360?
No, it was 360. It was one of the early.
So they released
360
all
games.
3 of them on 360.
All 3 of them.
Isn't there a 4?
No, it never
No.
came out.
Oh, okay.
It was announced and
It was
everything,
announced,
and
okay.
then it was just like. Eventually, somebody will ask me, like, "Hey Phil, what happened to Crackdown 4?" And
I don't know. Game Pass.
you guys want to get Game Pass? Here's a free year Game Pass.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, someone said that Sony's supposed to be ending their thing, and I'm like, nah, I didn't see anything. Look, you check that?
Yeah, you want to talk about something else?
Yeah,
What, the PlayStation?
yeah, the PlayStation streaming service.
Really?
Yeah, it says like, yeah, May's supposed to be the last month for it. I'm like,
I feel like I would have heard about that.
yeah, it's like,
I don't hear about a lot these days, but I feel like I would have heard of that.
yeah, I know they was lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just hating. Like,
It launches in all new PlayStation Plus launches in June.
That's probably what they.
oh, that's
heard.
the old one. Yeah, that's the 22.
Oh, that's from 22. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Never mind. So
Well, maybe they saw an old article.
That's probably
maybe
what they
they,
did.
yeah.
Well, the person I know you talking to some people this weekend, and the dude was talking about only liking one system.
Oh, dude, I blew me away.
Yeah, these are like adults.
Yeah, it was an adult person. He came in and he wanted to play. What the fuck did he want to play? I think it was Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, we only got it on Xbox.
We only have it on Xbox. I'm like, I have it on Xbox. He's like, oh, no, I'll be all right. I'm like, the way he said it was like, what do you mean? Like, did Xbox do you dirty or something?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I used to work for Microsoft. They killed my family, so I don't. Oh, okay, that's.
I would have
it.
understood
That
that.
makes more sense.
I probably wouldn't
I'm
be
like-
in here if I was you, but I mean, okay.
I was like, it plays the same controller, everything. Like, yeah, it's obviously a different controller, but
I mean, it's
same button layout.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but don't be weird at this point.
And he's like, no, I'll be all right. I'm like, is there something wrong? He's like, no, I don't play on Xbox. I'm like, why is that? And he's like, I don't know, I just don't. I'm like, you're a fanboy, aren't you?
I heard him say it. Like I'm helping somebody else with something, and I hear, oh, so you're a fanboy, and I was like,
He's like,
K-O-S?
he took a second. He's like, I guess I am. I'm like, that's a shame. You're missing out on a lot of good
That's a lot of
stuff.
yeah.
Dude,
And don't get me wrong, I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm a video game fanboy.
Exactly.
I'm here.
I play everything.
I am here to play the best of anything, and even some of the not so best. Just because it's there to play, I'll play it.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
How old was this guy?
He had to be mid-20s.
Yeah, mid to late 20s.
I gotta say, somebody my age, growing up in the height of the
Console
Fanboy.
wars.
console wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you just mad because Sega does what Nintendo don't.
And you just mad because you don't have any games to play. But you know what? I got both, so
I got gargled up Street Fighter. It's fine.
Nah, I played my sports games on the Genesis.
Yep.
Because of the blast processing.
Works real
Which
good on
totally didn't exist, but
works real good on Madden and NHL.
yeah. And then some things work better on one, and some things work better on the other.
Mortal Kombat 1 has got blood on
Yeah,
Satan.
he just kind of threw me off because I hadn't. We have people that prefer one or the other, which is fine. But I never had any. We haven't really had many people that just refuse to touch the other one.
Refuse to touch the other one. Yeah. I know a couple of folks like that.
Well, I end up having somebody that next day, that Saturday, I had somebody that was like, yeah, I only play PlayStation. Like him and his friends were trying to figure out what to play, and they were like, yeah, we could play this. I forgot what the game was. I think he said they wanted to play Gang Beasts or something. And he's like, yeah, y'all got Gang Beasts. I'm like, yeah, we got it on Xbox. We set you up. And it was like 3 dudes, and one of their friends was like, no, I don't want to play it. It's just on Xbox, bro. And they're like, they both looked at him like, man, what are you talking about? It's like, come on, man, I just don't want to play on Xbox. And they were just like, I didn't even get to say anything because they just started going in on him like, bro, what are you doing? Like, who cares? It's the controllers. They looked at me like, hey, the controller's about the same, right? I'm like, it's pretty much
the same.
If you know the positions of the face buttons, you're done.
Yeah.
You're good.
I mean, just where the thumbsticks are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Which, for a lot of games, it's in your best interest to have the thumbsticks not next to each other.
Yeah.
Like, it works. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I mean, even Sony's Elite controller lets you change where the positions are because even they know. But yeah, dude, that's just it's a wild thing to see. Like, people still I understand if you have to buy one, right? Like, I get it. If you got to make a choice, you can only afford to get one. That's a very logical thing to do. Is say,
you know what I tell people when because we have people ask us which one's better, and I tell them all the time, dude, they're the exact same system.
Bro, they are.
The only difference is what games you want to play. Like, if you are a big Uncharted,
single player experiences,
what's the other game? Last of Us. Like, if you're a big fan of those games, obviously you want to go with PlayStation. You can't play on Xbox.
Yep.
But if you like fucking Halo and Gears of War, then you want to go with Xbox because you can't get them
and
on
if you
PlayStation.
like driving games like Forza,
I mean, they have Gran Turismo.
yeah,
I know it's not.
You
the
want
same.
driving games and you don't want to have to pay for all your cars. And I'm gonna be on the anti Gran Turismo tour until they do right by people. They know they was wrong for that.
One day.
But
Hopefully.
I always tell people, just look at the games that you want to play.
Yeah.
And don't look at the games in the sense like, oh, this is on a Sony system or an Xbox system. It's like, look at the games for what they are.
Dude,
who cares what system they're on unless you're making your decision to purchase this system.
I be forgetting what controller I'm holding 90% of the time. Like, after you get into once you get into your groove.
There's many times where we're playing on Xbox, I'm like, hit the circle button or
vice versa. Exactly. And it's like, oh yeah, I know. Hey, and I know what you mean because I'm not being weird about this. So you're gonna say circle, and I'm gonna press B because they're in the same spot,
They're in the same place. Yeah.
Come on, guys, be better.
Yeah.
All right, treat yourself better. Have some respect for yourself. Sony didn't hear you when you said you're not playing that Microsoft game. Okay,
they don't give a single fuck.
You're not gonna get an email talking about, hey, good job, guy.
Appreciate you having our back.
Here's a month of PlayStation Plus. Basic though. We're not gonna give you the high tier thing. Let that go. Okay. You can upgrade it though. Hey, you want to upgrade it? I want gamers of all gaming styles to know that there's a bunch of stuff that you might be missing out on because you decided to make your identity one of the weirdest possible things you could.
That's what some folks do for some reason.
Yeah.
I've never understood it either. It's like, why wouldn't you just want to have the most fun you possibly can by being open to everything out there?
Makes you think how many PlayStation fanboys Halo would have been their favorite game. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Oh yeah, no. Trust me, I've seen the. No, I don't even play that because it's got this game and this is better. And then I saw a lot of people talk crazy about Halo, probably myself included at one point. And then I played it.
You know what?
I kind of get the Master Chief hoopla.
It's fun. But same with Uncharted.
Yeah.
Dude, that's one of my all-time favorite series.
One of the greatest series.
I could never get into it. I tried.
Yeah.
I played halfway through the first one, and then I was like, well, I hear the second game's one of the greatest games ever. Let me just start playing it. And
Well,
I
mean,
was
listen. Let's be fair to the
There's nothing
series.
wrong with it. I recognize that it is a high quality game series and all of that stuff. I just personally couldn't.
That first game got some wild stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, it got freaky at some points.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Creepy.
the first game has a lot of like we still trying to figure out exactly where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are red barrels everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay, every place you're in the middle of the creepy tomb, and it's like, it's me. Just get the enemies to come near me, and I'll do the rest.
You know what to do.
But I look at Uncharted like the Mass Effect series, where it's like the first game is good and I like it. In the Mass Effect case, I like it the most just personally. But the second game is
The second game is just it's peak.
oh my goodness. Lovable scoundrel and just I don't know. I think Uncharted probably did set piece gaming better than anybody has ever done it.
Yeah.
Like just having like a sequence of things happen, but you doing it, but it's also like a lot of stuff is happening and having you be involved. Oh goodness. Like it took what Shenmue started and just took it to the highest level.
Yeah. Too bad the chick that did all that, her Star Wars game got canned.
Was that 1313?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you said Star Wars game that got canned.
No, she was making a Star Wars game and then she left and the game that she was working on was canceled.
You talking about the same lady that left during Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, she just been having tough breaks.
She just be leaving?
I don't
Well,
know.
in Uncharted 4, she didn't leave as so much as that they amicably parted ways, basically saying like, whatever version of this game that you have, we can't ship this. This don't work. Where's the rest of it? Where's we need a full game? She was really harping on the grappling hook, apparently, like heavy.
Like
She
She wanted more of it or less
She
of it?
wanted the whole game to revolve around Drake using a grappling hook.
So she wanted Bionic Commando.
Yeah, pretty much. Like she wanted the grappling hook to be like the Indiana
But she's the one that
Jones
created Uncharted, right?
No, these two dudes did.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Same dudes that made.
But she
Left 4
worked
Dead.
on
She was number 3 on it.
yeah.
So
she
the
was
first
there.
3 games, she was the number 3. So they wanted to do Left 4 Dead, Last of Us,
Right.
and so they were like, Sony was like, well, hey, we still kind of want to do an Uncharted 4. I know we said 3 games, but the stockholders would like another one. So they were like,
Well, I hope they go in the direction where it picks up with his daughter.
oh yeah, no, if they ever do them, it would
would have to.
That's why. All right, so they were making Uncharted 4, and they was just basically making another entry into Uncharted, and she couldn't stop doing this grappling hook stuff, and so they made the dudes after they finished Last of Us go right back into Uncharted 4,
Finish it.
and to make it Uncharted 4, and they were like, the only way we're gonna do Uncharted 4 is if we can finish Drake, like we have to get this done, so that's why they did the whole his daughter thing. But yeah, but that's crazy. What was the Star Wars game she was doing?
It was never really even announced. It was supposed to be an adventure game, kind of in the vein of a third-person action adventure game. That's all we know, but it's no more. So
I try to make him have a grappling hook. I don't know that lady. I shouldn't say that.
grappling force.
Well, be like Nero in the big hand.
Bounty hunters have grappling hooks.
Yeah, they sure do.
I'm sure there's a lot of grappling in 1313 if it ever came.
There probably would have been.
Especially since you're traversing between floors and stuff.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be on that space station, right? Most of the game or all
No.
of the game.
The planet.
Planet.
Yeah, you're not talking about.
It's
The
basically
underside of it.
It's like a giant space station. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's layers upon layers upon layers. On top
like
of
the
each-
Ray
It's the
Redemption.
city planet of Coruscant, the galactic seat of the Empire.
Well, I mean, sure, the guy with the Force Awakens Star Wars shirt on is gonna lecture us about space beams or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Refractors or whatever.
Yeah, and the planet that was destroyed in Episode 7 was not Coruscant, as a lot of folks still think. It was the new seat of the Republic.
I was
I'm-
never wondering that.
I'm blanking on the name right now. I'm a horrible Star Wars fan. I'm sorry.
Somehow you better than us because I ain't know nothing.
I knew it wasn't that city that got destroyed.
You did? Oh.
They wouldn't destroy that planet. That'd be dumb.
Coruscant. I mean, it's the most defended planet in the whole galaxy. It's right in the center. So
that's why you strike it.
Story wise, like you wouldn't get rid of that planet. Nobody cares about Andor.
Or Tatooine or Naboo.
No. People would be upset if they destroyed Tatooine.
I don't know. Some folks will be like, "Thank God, no more stories there." Everything somehow always ends up back there.
That's how we start stories. Is Tatooine.
Tatooine.
You had to go the lowest of the low.
Yeah, the dirt farms. Was the moisture farms?
I mean, shoot, episode 7 had a different version of the same planet. It's like, really?
Wait, was it not Tatooine?
No, that was Jakku.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's where the last battle of the Galactic Civil War happened. But it also happened after what's his name surrendered the Empire, so it was a Imperial
George Lucas
fleet that was still out in the Outer Rim.
Yeah.
It was an Imperial fleet still out in the Outer Rim that decided they were still going to fight for the now dead Emperor, and they lost.
He was not dead though.
Somehow he returned, yes. And that's what most of the TV shows are kind of weaving that story of what happened there. So
why he's still there? Why was he still there?
Or how he may or may not have been cloned and stuff. You know, I've seen him first. You know what?
Let's just load it up. All right, so shot 1, scene opening.
I can hear right now. It's like, is this just going to be a? No, it's not. Okay, talking about games.
I mean, Star Wars got a bunch of games though, and their story is interwoven into whatever the new game
How
is.
How many Star Wars games were canceled with the Disney takeover?
Oh my goodness!
I know it was 13, and maybe one other one.
Battlefront 3 got canceled.
That's right.
Was that in development?
Yes, it sure was. It was from what I hear, it was almost done because you can still get a ROM of it that works.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot all about that. I'm angry again.
Battlefront 3 apparently was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And then they was just like,
nah, we're going to go in a different direction.
I wonder what they're going to do now. Like, what is EA's plans for most of their IPs at this point?
I don't know. They just announced a game the other day, apparently.
EA or Star Wars?
EA.
Is it an EA original or is it
just it's an EA original?
With who?
I forgot the developer, but it's like a magic first-person magic game. I forgot what it's called.
I think I might have heard of that too.
But it looks kind of neat, I guess. I'm sure we'll see more about it this summer because otherwise, if they don't talk about,
well, you know, you're gonna hear from EA this summer, right?
I mean, you have to. What else are they doing?
They're gonna talk about FIFA and Madden. Like they're gonna have to do the Madden trailer.
Besides those,
you're gonna see the grass. They don't listen. Y'all want to be honest about it? EA don't need to do nothing else because them games bring in billions of dollars because y'all buy Ultimate Team packs all day.
Yeah,
so they don't have to make games.
They really
good.
Don't have to.
Nasty.
Now they lost the
last year's Madden wasn't bad.
FIFA license, or they have to share it now.
They don't have exclusive rights to it.
Because Konami's making their games again, right?
Yeah, but Konami's making a free-to-play one still. That's what they
just heard something.
Supposed to be like a free-to-play Pro Evolution game that's supposed to have like like premium stuff to it that you can buy.
I remember back in the day, a lot of folks liked that game over the EA games.
Yeah,
once EA was the only game in town, it was like
it was bigger, and especially in Europe and stuff too.
Yeah,
I preferred Mario Strikers.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
there you go.
Nintendo does weird stuff with their side games now. Like they come out with a game and they do like they make it seem like they have all this stuff lined up for it, but then they really don't. And then like Mario Kart gets like more tracks instead.
That's the new team that they brought in to make 9. That's how they're learning how to make tracks for 9 by putting all these new tracks into 8.
Learning for a long time
well,
now.
They need to learn how to.
They probably hired them just before all the DLC started to come out.
How long do you think this DLC's been coming out?
I'm just talking about the fact that they don't be having no DLC
years,
for their other games.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Leading up to them, I guarantee you Mario Kart 9 is in full swing of development right now. They probably want it to be a launch
for Switch though.
They probably want it to be a launch for their next console or somewhere near it because Mario Kart 8 is like still the highest selling game. It's ridiculous. Wow. That game is still selling.
Technically, it's on 2 systems.
Yeah. But the vast majority of folks bought that thing on the Switch.
Oh, for it? Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because only 2 people had a Wii U, myself and somebody else.
Last I checked, it sold like 14 million copies or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is insane for a single console game. Even for them.
2 console games.
It may be up to like 16 or 18 now, because that was the last I saw.
Wait, didn't they
And I
make
know
it on the
Smash is up to
3DS?
12.
No, they did a
Or was it that was 7, wasn't it?
yeah, it was like it was kind of like how they did Smash that year with it, where it was like you could do it, but it wasn't a full game, and I don't know, man.
Do what?
Smash was a full game.
I mean, it was. I mean, not a full game, but it's the handheld.
The
of it. Yeah,
3DS one. Yeah, that was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game.
And now they have the handheld and the
Exactly.
console in one.
So I'm still wondering what the next console is going to be. Is it
You don't think they keep it going? They got to keep that going, right?
No, I feel like the Switch is just going to turn into their handheld, and then the new one.
Like they're going to keep the Switch around.
Yeah, they're going to keep the Switch around because
launch a
they can get
new-
away with making not as powerful games still on the Switch, but then also have a 4K version of it on whatever their next
So
console.
you don't think
And
the
then-
next console will have any handheld functionality?
I don't think so because the Switch is still selling. They're
I
kind of
can
like
see
stuck
that.
in the same place as the Wii was.
You think they do an actual Switch Pro though?
Personally, I would make a whole new home console.
Oh, no, I mean I'm saying like
Well, they
And
have the
the-
OLED.
the
they already
Switch-
have the OLED.
yeah.
yeah,
You think
they-
they just do it as the OLED? Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you just have
And
your
they
OLED
just-
is going to be your new norm for your handheld. And
Yeah.
like you said, make a home console like an Ultra Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
You think they do like a Switch Lite OLED?
No, there's no reason to.
No.
Well, no.
I mean, just saying like to keep
I think-
the handheld idea
I
going.
mean, they could if 'Cause
them
shoot
Switch-
it in a year or two. But,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like,
parts
they-
might come down to where it's like it just makes sense. And by then they're just touting the Switch as a handheld. But now here's one with an OLED screen. Sure,
yeah,
but
because I mean that's why they basically did the Switch Lite is they could just make them.
yeah.
They can make them so cheap they would just
And more folks were playing it handheld than at home anyway. So let's
bet
make a
you-
slightly cheaper version of that. That's just handheld. That I'm sure they make more money on.
Oh yeah, the markup's got to be crazy because you're not putting no dock in, right? You're not putting it. You're only putting the power cable and the light,
And not the Bluetooth stuff with the
Yep.
controllers and all of that. Yeah.
I bet they was just hand over fist.
I bet you if they do make a home console, that it'll integrate with the Switch system.
Oh no, it has to play all the Switch games.
Yeah,
I don't even mean like the games. I mean you hook up your Switch to it or something, and then that's how you play the games.
Yeah, it comes with an extra dock or something.
Right.
Ooh.
Or a dock built in.
yeah.
like
You
a
can
dock
dock it
built
right
in.
in-
Just
dock it right into it.
And you want to play your handheld games?
You just dock it
Stick
into
it
the
right
system.
there and play it in glorious 1080p.
Feel like that's a shot, man.
But you take that card out of that Switch and put it into your Ultra 64,
You put it at what
Ultra-
2180 or whatever. it
Ultra
is?
4K. Oh, the Ultra 4000. There's a name because it's in 4K now. Anyway.
Now he's gonna call it the Nintendo Entertainment System. Watch.
But I mean, this Zelda's coming out, and folks are gonna whatever, and it's gonna run at 22 frames per second and all of that. And the second they announce that new console, and the first thing they show is that game running in 4K at 60 frames or at least 45. That'll be a selling point right there.
It's gonna be a steady.
Because it'll be the same folks that didn't buy a lot of the Switch games because they had the PS4 or 5 or something and it was already better. They kind of wanted to play those games, but they didn't want to play the worst version of it. But now all of a sudden they can go back. It'll be the same thing for Wii U games that they put on the Switch that all of a sudden sold.
That's true. Which is such a weird thing to me to be like, oh, it's unplayable. It's 30 frames. I can't do it.
Some folks are like that. And I said it. It's kind of rough because I had just got my PS5.
I mean, Pokemon was rough.
Yeah.
You just got to look.
Zelda will run better than Pokemon, though.
You just got to look only at your character on Pokemon. Stop looking at the backgrounds. Okay.
Yeah, I finally saw some examples. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. Stop looking at the draw distance. Why are you looking in the background? Pokemon right in your face. That's why they put so many Pokemon constantly in your face, so you could never pay attention. But then every once in a while, one of them 10 frames, 10 FPS Pokemon
It just
come
kind
in
of
the
wanders
frame
in the background.
and be standing in the middle of the battle.
So,
That Pikachu looks awful.
yeah. But I can see that happening.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Nintendo, if they do the same thing as the Switch, they won't announce it until 6 months right before, which was shocking to me.
Speaking about Nintendo, they did an Indie World Showcase.
Yeah,
last week.
last Thursday. One of those things where they announced it like 12 hours before.
I didn't even catch that it even happened.
I watched
the only
replay.
reason we found out is because we found it on YouTube while we were looking through stuff.
Yeah, I watched the replay when I got home from working that night.
And I'm a big fan of indie games.
Man, indie games have been really, really good the past, like, basically
5-6 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah, well,
Really. I mean, you can go all the way back to like,
kind of go back like 15.
if you really wanted
Well, I
to.
mean,
yeah.
you can go all the way back to 20 years too. I'm just numbers now.
He just adding years.
Really, since the beginning of video games, if you look at it,
Capcom was an indie company at one point.
humble beginnings.
Yeah.
The only thing is the how many of these farming games can we really keep doing?
Farming games must sell.
They got to be
Oh, they
doing
do.
numbers.
Or they're so easy to make and cheap to make. It doesn't matter if you sell a bunch of copies, you'll still make money.
I don't know. I feel like they can't be that easy to make. There's got to be a lot of complexity behind it. Like, if
Getting
I do
into
this,
crops and stuff, yeah.
right? And when we get into the crops, and a lot of these farming games have like a ton of relationship building too.
Yeah.
And that
Like, these
can't
are two
be
different.
easy to
These
program.
are the same game, right? This is the whole.
Yeah,
This year, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this.
Yeah, because when I saw this, I thought this was like that Rice and Ruin a game at first. I was like, is this
it's
of Rice and Ruin? But no,
Mineko's
it's-
Night Market.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Moonlighter, where you have like
The graphic style seems like that.
yeah, it's less pixel, but it's still kind of like the same, like the way the people look and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little Animal Crossing.
Howdy there.
Oh yeah,
What was
If I
that?
remember from the story they were telling here, is like some cat god that they praise by opening up shops and doing commerce and stuff.
so
So
the cat guy of the
kind of
economy.
what you're doing, more or less. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly. So you doing all this stuff to get stuff to sell and stuff like
That's
that.
definitely Moonlighter, because that was the whole purpose of you going to the dungeons. Was there was no cat guy, but you were literally trying to like go deeper in these dungeons to find better stuff to sell in your market. So like the better weapons and stuff you found.
It's a humble game.
It's a humble game,
Oh,
so
nice. I wonder if it's gonna be multi-platform.
because if so, it'll probably end up on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So
Oh, is it from the same people who make my time at Sandrock? Oh, they're getting ready to present My Time
yeah,
at Sandrock.
yeah,
Okay.
they're talking about Sam.
Which is the sequel to My Time at Porsche,
Mm-hmm.
which is another Harvest
Harvest
Moonlight.
Moonlight game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Is this the Farm Simulator showcase?
I mean, from what I remember, there was at least 3.
Which is crazy because like every time they do one of these showcases, there's at least 3 of them. Now these games are in some cases are multi-platform. Like My Time at Sandrock is pretty much on everything, if I'm not mistaken.
It's probably going to be.
Because it's already out on PC.
This game is?
Yeah, it's already out on PC.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're just showing the
So it's just
Switch port.
version. Yeah.
Makes sense. Looks like Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a lot more advanced than I thought it would be as far as the equipment and stuff. Like this actual machinery. I thought it was really like Harvest Moon, where it's just, rakes and hoes.
Rakes and hoes.
Yeah, I said it.
Boats and hoes.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking when I said it. Now you're playing whack-a-mole, which I get.
At about 12 frames per second.
Oh, you see, it's dropping. It is dropping.
It's because it was made for the PC.
Yeah. And they're trying to cram it on a Switch.
Don't look in the background. Look how they show
Is
the
that a
ground.
dog penguin?
Yeah, it does look like a dog. We doing that Full Metal Alchemist stuff. We doing Homunculus.
Oh, wow. Oh, this one actually looked kind of cool.
This one's been out.
Yeah,
This
is it?
has also been on PC for
Yeah.
a
Okay.
while. Yeah, because there's a ton of streamers that played this for a long time.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
They'll make
Overcooked.
a hot dog
Yeah, it's like Overcooked.
Overcooked, but
forever, not just for one mission.
It's like you make your own restaurant, and as you complete each day, you get you can buy upgrades and stuff. Like you
Gotcha.
make it so it's easier.
Oh, it's
but
multiplayer too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah,
4-player co-op.
Dang, I like that.
And I don't think there's any verses. It's called Played Up. That's
Played
what it
Up,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the name. But you like name your restaurant and you can decide your menu and stuff like that. You can add things to your menu.
Make Patty's Pub and sell milk steaks.
You could do that, I'm sure.
Looks cool though.
Milk steaks and jelly beans.
I'd never heard of this game before this.
Before this showcase?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of streamers that played this.
I didn't realize you could do the 4-player thing. I thought it was just you doing it.
No, yeah. That's why the streamers were playing, because they could do co-op with all their streamer friends.
Might try to catch it on sale or something. Maybe put it on the family Switch.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. When is this? Oh, I guess they haven't announced a release date.
Yeah, they're just showing what's coming up for it.
It is
October.
Dang.
So
that's a ways away.
Yeah. Feel like
I think the last game came out, or when it came on PC, came out in October, around that time.
Quilts and Cats of Calico.
yeah,
Is this another feel-good movie, show, game? Golly. What are we talking about?
Poem.
yeah, this is one of those like, okay, yeah, I'm out.
But look though, you do have to be excited the fact that people can make these games and feel like there's like an
cool.
audience, like there's actually an audience where they could make something.
Oh, we're actually making quilts.
Making quilts, baby, with calico cats.
I thought we were just.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't inspired by it. No, you make them.
No, and I'm totally fine that games like this have a place to be made, and folks that want to play this is awesome. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend money.
I see how they're capturing.
I'm totally fine with this game existing, and I need you to be totally fine that I don't want to play it.
I see that they're capturing the essence of a cat.
Exactly.
Your workspace.
Oh yeah.
Stealing shit.
Stuff.
Yeah. Meow.
Yeah.
You're trying to do something. Well, I feel like this would be the perfect time for me to disrupt all of this.
I'm going to sit right in the middle of it, and you're going to pet me.
It's called Quilts and Cats of Calico.
Yeah, coming out in fall.
This is how the Switch is moving units, okay? People will be sitting there just tearing up some Quilts and Cats of Calico.
Oh, yeah, so this is
it's like Guitar Hero Chess?
Rhythm-based RPG. It's from the makers of, what was the name of that game?
There's a few of these out right now.
The End of the World thing? What's that game called?
The World Ends With You?
No. They made a Zelda version of it.
A Zelda version.
Rhythm.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a Final Fantasy one too, right?
Rift of the Necro.
Yeah, this is Rift of the Necro Dancer. So that was.
There's also the one on
Tomb of the Necromancer or something like that. Yeah, but it's from the same guys that made those games. But this one's a little different.
There's a game on Game Pass that's like this. It's like, I won't say Tap Hero, but it's an RPG where you do the battle system is like this too. Mm-hmm. It's just rhythm based. There's a few of them actually. There's one where you're racing against racing away from zombies, and that's the whole thing is like you're a band, and the better you play, less you chance you're gonna get eaten.
Do like the notes for moving and shit, like
I don't like
from
that.
side to side. How are you supposed to?
Oh yeah, you're gonna learn today.
You would think after games like Parappa and Unjam and Lammy, we would be very confident in our ability to do that, and I still am not.
They didn't make another Parappa the Rapper.
They did. They made 3 of them, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, the last one came on PS2,
and there was one on PS2.
I mean, like.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, yeah, I think the reason that you're not getting the new one now is because those other ones.
The PS2. No, the PS2 one in particular did not sell, but it also was not as good as the first two.
No.
Or Jam and Lammy, which was probably 1A to the first one.
Yeah.
Is this just cleaning up?
Hey, I played a lot of unpacking, so I'm here for it.
What is this?
Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon Puzzlers Pack DLC. So this is Shovel Knight DLC to another game, or?
Well, he's got the. I think this is the puzzle game. I think this might just be DLC for the puzzle.
Pocket puzzle game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the Shovel Knight.
The Shovel Knight DLC for it.
Which I remember there's actually another Shovel Knight game that's coming out as well, but that's not it. Okay. We're supposed to be digging like I don't know, it's supposed to be going straight down or something. It's weird.
Oh, this is like
Cult of the Lamb,
right? Yeah, they had a big DLC pack coming, so I'm assuming it's coming. Maybe the launch of it on Switch. that
Cult of the
Relics of the
Lamb,
Old Faith
Relics of the
update.
Old Faith.
Yeah, that's the DLC for it. So I wanted to play this, but I also don't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand the game. What kind of game is it?
It looks like a roguelike, but it's got some adventure stuff in it. But it also has like city management because you're managing your cult. Like you have to pick a deity, and you basically are sacrificing things to the deity.
I know I'm supposed to have like integration with Twitch.
Yeah, you have your followers can they can like help vote on stuff and everything on what you do.
Why do they got Yo-Yo Man here
I mean,
by a river?
Yeah, this whole part was weird.
is the game gonna be about Yo-Yo?
I think
Because
some of
it's about time for it to come back, right?
I think some of these developers, they're just fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
These ones are probably the weirdest ones of this whole thing because it's him talking about whatever, and then he starts jumping on
My
rocks
man in the back,
background.
please don't fall in.
bro, I hope he falls in.
Oh no!
Why even make this video if he's not going to fall in?
Why zoom away?
He fell. He fell
he
real
definitely
bad.
fell in.
He's bleeding.
This is Animal Well.
Okay,
Kind of looks like
it's like Pitfall.
Celeste.
Celeste. Yeah,
When is that new game from the Celeste maker coming out?
I don't know.
I don't think it had a date when they announced it. I think they just announced it. Oh my goodness, you dead.
That doggy said mine. I like the style of it.
Yeah, I said it looks like Pitfall, but very clean.
I'll have to keep an eye on it.
Clearly some Metroidvania type action.
Animal Well.
Yep.
Early
Early
2024.
2024.
Golly.
Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's actually like 8 months away. Okay, is this Jazz Jack Rabbit? Cliffy B's holding on to one more. I know he's got one more in him.
Actually, I just saw this morning that hero shooter game that he was working on.
Did it say Crime O'Clock?
Yeah.
Crime O'Clock. Yep.
Crime O'Clock.
So are you a detective?
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, the hero shooter game that he talking about that's never gonna come out.
Apparently, it's coming out.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, we know you got the money for
Or
it.
they're at
Wait,
least
is this
talking
like
about
Where's
it. again.
Waldo?
I don't remember what the.
This looks like Where's Waldo, but you're a detective.
I'm with that.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it though.
I know a lot of people remember Where's Waldo books, but do they remember actually going through the books? Like
Finding them? Yeah.
right. Well, no, not just Waldo, but like there was like it was in the back where it has like find all these things in this picture.
Oh yeah, like they're telling you what you everything you're supposed to be looking for per
like
thing.
The dude proposing to his wife. Or whatever.
Yeah. It would be like one of them's a wizard. Could you find the wizard over there too? And then you'll say like the guy eating a hot dog. And
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
What was the name of those books that you used to go to be at like the dentist and stuff like that?
Their magazines.
Yeah.
Highlight.
Highlights. Yep.
Yeah, because they would have a Where's Waldo page in it.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure
And it
would.
would have the things, not just Waldo, but all the stuff you're supposed to find.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember those.
We're washed.
Yeah, they're only at dentist shops.
You go in there, it's like play with these blocks that go up and down this little.
Oh, the on the wire.
Yeah, move these blocks across these wires.
All right, this is Tesla Grand,
Tesla
2.
Grad 2.
Oh, this looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely Metroidvania ish.
I know a lot of folks really like the first one.
Oh, I guess it is a 2.
Yeah.
Was
All
it-
the all
this-
the powers are based on Tesla electricity stuff.
Yeah,
though.
electricity, but this one is like electric and electromagnetic forces too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can play around with more stuff this time.
I really like the art style.
More
Is the
physics.
first
yeah,
one
it
look
looks
like
it
this?
looks nice. I don't remember it looking like this.
I don't think
Here's a remaster of the first one, so
Yeah.
it might be done in this new style.
Yeah.
I don't remember it looking like that though.
It didn't look as good as 2.
No. So, oh yeah, and that one was like, oh, this is out now. Oh,
Which
that's cool.
Tesla Grad? Is that the? Oh, that's
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They remastered the first one, and it's together in the same pack, I think.
The original and the first.
Hey, I'm here for
Yeah.
these stick figures, man. Mobsters, mysteries, flappers,
Flappers.
felons. Fishman? Yeah.
What is going on?
Goofs?
Goblins, government conspiracies.
Yep.
What is this?
Oh, it's like,
Why he walking like that?
why aren't you walking like that? Okay. Wait a minute. Are you getting it's got some RPG stuff to it? Oh, it's an RPG. It's turn-based
like,
RPG.
Yeah, it looks like a
It's
turn-based
like
RPG.
Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Shadows over Loathing.
I got to keep an eye on that. I hope that's not Switch only.
Probably. This is your Mario RPG sequel.
There we go.
There you go.
Been waiting a long time for this.
What's the?
It's got a feeling of like Earthbound as well.
Yeah.
Earthbound, River City, Ransom.
Is that Trogdor?
I think it did say that.
For some reason, it kind of reminds me of the South Park RPG too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Well,
yes.
I mean, wasn't the South Park RPG made like Mario RPG?
Of course. Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
That turn-based.
Mm-hmm. Especially the first one. The second one had the tactical style.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The digital version is available later today.
Shadow Drop as well.
Physical version later this year.
Yeah.
The Game Kitchen.
Oh, these were folks that made. Yeah.
Blasphemous 2.
Yep.
Did you ever play Blasphemous 2? I mean, Blasphemous 1?
I played the first one.
Yeah,
They're
they
making a second one?
Yeah, I saw a thumbnail for a trailer for 2 like sometime last week. It might have been because of this then.
Probably.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first
I
game was
played-
actually really good.
Yeah, I played it. I enjoyed it. I didn't play any of the DLC, though.
Oh, they had DLC for it?
Yeah.
Didn't they have
Nah,
Oh,
you think
shoot.
of Dead Cells, you think of that Castlevania stuff.
No. They added not Castlevania, but the other one that he made. Crap. Moon something.
Moon Scars?
Moonscars?
No.
Moon Knight?
The guy that made Symphony of the Night, he broke away and did his own game.
Oh, Bloodstained?
Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a Bloodstained DLC
They might have.
in the first
Probably
one?
did.
What you doing this on the first one?
No, not this. This one looks like it has a lot more movement.
Yeah.
Animations look cleaner.
No, I really enjoyed the first
They were
one.
pretty good in the first one too. Yeah.
This summer?
Yeah, I remember this.
Golly, why everybody coming out with games this summer?
I don't know why this summer
It
everybody
might be on
just
Game
decided
Pass. The Team 17. Some of their games be on Game Pass. You might have.
That'd be pretty cool.
maybe
Well,
they
the
put
first one wasn't on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Death
Death Gambit was though. Maybe they put.
Death Gambit's on Game Pass?
It was.
Oh.
It was on there for like 6 months.
Does everybody know of something coming out at the end of this year that everybody's trying to avoid, but we don't know about it yet?
Oh, you to my industry inside?
Yeah.
Probably GTA 6.
Nah, I don't.
I feel like-
I'd be surprised
well-
if GTA 6 comes out this year.
I mean, hey, if you see old Jeff getting real excited about showing something
Oh, I think
during the
I think we get
summer
a trailer.
games,
Oh, yeah. If we want to start making predictions right now, I think we get a GTA 6 trailer. At least a very cheap. Remember
don't know.
the skyline
I don't
thing
know.
that they do, where they show like the aerial shot or something, and it comes up.
I don't.
Rockstar generally doesn't show anything until they're ready.
Yeah,
I think
don't-
they're
don't
ready.
think- I don't think they're ready.
I hope they're ready.
I don't know if they're ready.
I hope they're ready. I need it.
Yeah. So this is Oxenfree 2.
By Netflix.
Yep.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix.
Netflix got games. Or they're
have a
paying
studio?
they're paying studios to make games.
Well, no, they just hired the one of the dudes that made Halo.
Oh, for real?
Been there since the beginning. Helped make the first Halo. He just left 343 to go to Netflix.
Wow.
So they doing something over there.
These look like games you could play with a remote through Netflix.
I wonder about that. It's like, are Netflix games playable over Netflix?
I think they're going to try to do that. I think they're going to try to integrate it to where you can go between because
I mean, you can use an Xbox controller or PlayStation. Netflix is on. That's how
On-
most
on
people
consoles.
consume.
Yes, that's
Netflix
true.
is on consoles.
yeah. So I think they're going to be like, hey, just do this because Amazon's got it with Prime, the Luna thing where you can.
Oh yeah.
You can just go in to start playing games, and technically it'll link up with whatever remote you got to play it. So, and a lot of those, like the Fire Stick type of things, they have like remotes that basically have D-pads and buttons on them. That's going to be crazy when everybody has like games integrated, and they're going to be, the Game Awards is going to have games that are only on Apple TV or something.
Oh, I'll be done by that.
you checking out?
Yeah.
Come on, man, Little Kitty, Big City.
Yeah, now we're just doing the.
Well, you had to know after Stray there were going to be more.
Oh well, sure.
I mean, we already got Goat Simulator way before Stray.
What was the God, his name is escaping me now. Big Trouble in Little China. That's what I was thinking.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Yeah. What's he doing?
Rotato.
Is that a potato?
Is this
Vampire Survivor?
Vampire Survivor but with a potato?
It looks like it. Only got a little taste though.
Yeah, they didn't go on that for very long at all.
No, they're just trying to get all the rest of the games in now. So
Another Five Nights at Freddy's.
That security breach game that people be asking us about, but I ain't trying to. I don't care about that. Oh yeah,
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it comes out on my birthday.
The
Oh, I thought this was supposed to be a Jet Set Radio.
No, it's not
not Jet Set Radio.
It's not Jet Set Radio.
You can't say that because then it's gonna get DCMA.
No,
you can't do that.
It's not. It's totally not Jet Set. Yeah,
It's not that game.
It's not even Jet
I saw
Grind.
you
It's like
link this and say something about coming out on your birthday, and then I'm like, "What is it, another Jet Set Radio coming out?" Because it was just a picture. I think it was just a picture. Of
a
screenshot.
Yeah, it's but we can't say that, or otherwise it's gonna get shut down.
Yeah,
it's
so
gotta,
So it's totally not Jet Set, Jet Grind, no radio something at all.
Nope,
Totally different game.
It's not even no DJ Professor K. It's probably gonna be like MC Teacher G.
Totally different.
Totally different character.
Plus, you're on a bike every now and then in that one too. So
different
game.
Yeah. You still are collecting spray paint and doing graffiti. And
Plenty of games have spray paint. Overwatch has it. Is that the same thing?
Not at all.
There you go. Point made.
Please come out. Please don't get canceled.
So everybody knows this is a podcast called Winners Don't Use Drugs. So you guys would be fucking crazy to think we wouldn't talk about Street Fighter. Street Fighter had their showcase this last Thursday.
Indeed.
And it was live with Lil Wayne.
Recorded live in front of
a live studio audience.
Literally just the heads of Capcom.
So don't worry about Lil Wayne like blinking around. He just has superpowers.
Yeah.
Like Goku.
He's so excited he just moves fast.
Yeah, he's actually moving at 120 frames, and we're only locked in at 60. So
exactly,
that's why it looks like that.
All right, so we're gonna go over this Street Fighter showcase next. It was mostly about World Tour.
Confirmed some stuff that we thought.
Yep.
There's the new area showing here, Nishal.
Yeah, so it's launching with two cities essentially.
Fighting Jury. So yeah. So it's a whole new area, whole new seemingly hub area in World Tour where more adventures can be had. This is why they got the extra 6 months, because they wanted to expand World Tour mode.
Now you get to fight random people on the street.
Yeah.
I need somebody. I need one of these
you can use items in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely RPG elements and stuff.
Well, when you said it's like Yakuza,
it's basically
Yakuza Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's basically what the original Shenmue was going to be.
Yeah,
and
this is
Final Fight Streetwise.
This is Yakuza 9 or whatever. Street Fighter,
just the Capcom version.
Look, I need one of these random people on the street to be really strong, and you run up on them, and then all of a sudden, you engage into the fight, and they level is like question marks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Or it needs to be like Oro. You think it's an old dude and it's actually Oro. He just gives you the breaks.
And he just like, you don't even stand a chance.
The Avatar fight thing is really cool. It's not going to be balanced. Listen, people, let me let y'all know this right now. You could pick any normals from anybody that you've unlocked basically in World Tour.
Yeah.
And then you get to customize the super moves, meaning you can have different people's super moves. So, with that in mind, there's going to be some broke stuff in Avatar Battle. Just let it go.
Yeah, I mean, and it looks like it's only in the Battle Hub too.
Like this character right here, he had Dalsim normals into Cammy special into a Chun-Li super.
Yeah.
Dude, and a bunch of people had Kimberly's air grab.
Uh-huh.
Anybody getting lunch, you catching the Kimberly air grab.
So, yeah, it's like, so folks were theorizing that you might be able to do this in Battle Hub, and it's maybe one of the other things they added when they got the extra time. I was like, well, we don't have anything else to do. Well, let's just put that in there. So I guess now you go up just like in the World Tour mode, and you hold up your fists and you start fighting.
Which is going to be really funny. Like, just you're going to be in the room, people going to be playing on stations, and then two people going to be like, well,
And say, yeah, hey, you want to see my move list?
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if the levels and stuff will come into play in Battle Hub.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I bet you it's just going to be like you know, when you play in the whatchamacallit in Destiny. You know, you have your armor and your guns, but the extra stuff doesn't matter when you're playing in multiplayer modes.
But Destiny has Iron Banner where the stats do matter.
Yeah.
And I want that for the Avatar mode where my stats matter. Until somebody's stronger than me, then I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's cool until all of a sudden you're the one that's getting whopped.
Why he only hit me one time and I die?
Uh-huh.
Metro City has a lot more amenities than the other city.
We don't know that yet.
I mean, that other place looks like a
I mean, golly, man, dang. It's indescript South Asia. That's where this is. Just like this is indescript North America.
Is it? I thought it was like Tokyo.
No, it's Metro. It's Metro City.
Metro City.
Oh.
It's the United States.
Oh, it's
somewhere
where Superman is.
Yep.
Going over the character creation stuff again. And
I watched Max play this last night.
oh, no.
Or they made
the monstrosity.
abomination.
Yeah, they made a monstrosity.
So I saw Max's on Thursday, and then I was actually awake last night when they were doing, and so you saw the little short one,
The one with the big ass tits and the big ass ass.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was the one they did last night. The one that he did on Thursday was the big, tall blue with like waist like that thin and little skinny legs and arms, but like chest like 6 feet wide. It was crazy. With the mustache and the weird eyes. It's like,
Do y'all think that they're gonna make those characters from the World Tour mode actual complete characters? Like, do we see a Bosch launch or a Lee fan?
So I thought about this morning, actually. I'm sitting there doing some books, and I'm like, huh. Because you see, like, you know, certain characters have more
Flair to them.
They look like a little extra work was put into them. You know, obviously the main Street Fighter characters are. But then there's Damned. You know, he looks a little too good to not be maybe in the game one day. You got Bosch, you got Lee Fan, and you know
what is it? Rufus or what's the one weird looking guy?
Rudra.
There you go.
And I'm like, well, these characters are technically already in the game. What if they just put them in for free one day?
Yeah,
a year or two from now. It's like, hey, you remember these guys in the World Tour mode? But these characters also have moves from other characters too. Now, if they end up, I mean, so far
they could be like shadow characters.
In the demo, Bosch just basically had Luke's moves, right?
Yeah, but because he's training under Luke,
right? So I mean, they could release them as just like in Street Fighter V. I'm surprised they never just released the dolls.
Yeah,
just put them out there in their own mode or something. I mean, they all had moves. Just put them out there.
Oh, it was like Mortal Kombat 10, where Cyrax and
you talking Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11,
where they were in the game but they weren't in the game.
Yeah.
Like they end up only putting Rain in because people complained so much about it not being.
He was in the story mode.
Yeah, and they were like
of 10.
So all right, we'll just go ahead and put Rain in.
Sector and Cyrax.
We didn't give them enough moves. We made Triborg. We should put them all in one thing.
Yeah, put them all in one thing.
Such a cop out.
It is.
So you have certain food items that you use in between fights, and then certain food items that you use during a fight.
Yeah.
Certain things give you buffs. Certain things just give you life back. So I mean, it's a straight on action RPG now.
Yes.
Which I'm totally fine with.
I mean, I was playing the old World Tour on the Street Fighter Alpha 3 just to get the feeling back, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be so much fun.
You learn his last name here.
Yeah,
Jamie Shu, or Show, it's pronounced.
Yeah.
It's pronounced. It's spelled like Sue.
And they also they talked about or they'll show it too, like
It's not an alcohol drink.
Yeah.
The non-alcohol alcohol.
It's a mixture.
Yeah, it's a herbal mix.
Yeah. I've been a punk and drink it. Default character.
Mm-hmm.
What did Max say? It's just like Def Jam Fight for New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which again, ain't no bad thing.
No.
There are way worse things you can make.
Yes. Just give me something to do when if I get tired of playing online.
Exactly. What am I supposed to be doing when I'm not doing come get in this room and get this work? And all the explorations and stuff like that from each of the areas.
Have you played the demo yet?
I did. I still hadn't had time to actually play the World Tour mode. My brother played it, and I watched other folks play it.
I'm waiting on Wednesday when it comes to Steam.
Yeah,
So it's already on PS.
On Wednesday
I keep
really.
I keep meaning to check what the PS4 version of this game looks like.
From what I've been told from people who played the PS4 version, it's good. I don't know how different it looks, but they're like.
I mean, obviously, it's not going to look as good, but as long as it plays well, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, they were like, "Nah, it plays good." They enjoyed it
because they've showed how to hide nor tail of it.
No,
of the PS4 version of the game.
No, not at all. You got powers that you can use mid while you're in the world, but it actually uses your drive meter. Yeah. So and then you can do things like get a preemptive strike on someone before they start a match.
Yeah,
which is really cool. You actually can get the one up on them.
And then you see here too, it shows and you'll also kind of learn how the fight systems work. The enemies blink white, and all of a sudden you can get a critical hit on them called a punish counter. Huh? Well, wait a minute. So they use the turn white in the middle of going between moves. Isn't that's how you counter somebody in the actual game?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You're learning how to play a fighting game while you're playing a fun little RPG.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really helpful to a lot of new players, because that's one of the things that at least the last 2 generations of fighting games, they have not been here to help you. Like Mortal Kombat and Injustice kind of did it. They kind of force you to do it a little bit more than other games.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the reasons why people, a lot of the casual players gravitated towards those games more. But I think it's really smart of Capcom to recognize that you got to start helping people play these games.
Yeah. Like, make a game. Don't assume that everybody who's playing your game is a pro who already knows how to do everything.
Like they're actually talking about like pokes and footsies and stuff like that in the training, where it's like this move is good to poke. That way it's safe. And
yeah, although some folks are complaining that they're using the wrong thing for footsie. They're saying a duck and light kick is a footsie move. It's like, oh, for crying out loud. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Hey, bud.
You are what's wrong.
Go outside. Go outside. Just let the sun just beam. I know it's gonna hurt at first. It's gonna be blinding, but go out there and stand in it for a little while. And at first, it's gonna seem like it's hot and you're getting burned alive. But then you're gonna start to realize that what you're saying right now is wild, and it don't matter, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Let people play some games and have some fun. You know what's gonna be worse? When that person gets beat by somebody doing a ducking medium kick as a footsie. And it's winning.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you getting to go into get the mentorship from all the different people. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be pretty cool.
And you look like you go on the.
So does each person have their own rank? Is that what it looks like? Like each of the fighters have their own rank, like Chun-Li, Ryu, whoever else you come across? Because it was talking about you got to give gifts and all that stuff too.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Then you got your skill tree.
Yep. You got gear, special moves, super arts, and masteries and skills. Like that's gonna.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying it's gonna look so different.
Super customizable.
How much of the demo can you play now? Like of the game?
So it's World Tour mode and Fighting Grounds, which is the offline versus mode against a CPU or someone else, but it's only two characters.
Yeah, Luke and Ryu.
And the trials, but I don't think you can go into training. So when most folks do, just like in 5, they just go into a trial and don't complete the trial and do your training stuff there.
So they got it. So the World Tour mode, how much do you get to do?
Looks like just basically the intro. You go out in the street with Bosch and you start doing stuff, and they basically stop right after you're supposed to go, right before you're supposed to go meet Chun-Li.
Gotcha.
So basically does all of Luke's part.
Yeah, more or less.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not short, but it's not.
It transfers.
Yeah, I think they say your character transfers to the finished game when it's out. Now, something else too, I noticed. When I turned on Steam Saturday night, that my the beta client updated. So I wonder if the beta client. So one, I wonder if the Steam version is just going to go through the exact same beta client, and they're just going to put the other 2 parts in. Number 2, since everybody's going to have a client now. Well, when they're ready to test out the multiplayer one more time, all they got to do is reactivate the Battle Hub and.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, Street Fighter's getting ready to take up, a decent portion of my hard drive because that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, because the beta was only, 30-something gigs?
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? We're traveling. Wait, what did we just see right there?
So you had to unlock the ability to. So you're going to get like some sort of like plane ticket, right?
Yeah.
And you'll be able to pick who you go to next. So it doesn't look like there's an actual order.
Oh, so they're not all in Metro or
No.
South
So
Asian city.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's going to be a handful of people in Metro, a handful of people.
About this too.
Oh yeah. We a handful of people in Metro, and then the was it Nian?
Nishon.
And
Something like
then the rest of the masters or the
that,
actual
are just
playable
in different parts of the world.
Yeah, you're going to go to them.
Oh.
So, So here you're seeing a character from
Final Fight 3?
Final Fight 2.
2. Yes, right. Yeah. 3 is with Dean.
Carlos. But the most important part, as you pointed out the other day when we watched this, he's doing moves that nobody else has.
He's doing his own moves. And that part got me super excited because Damned isn't going to have somebody else's moveset, right? He's probably going to have his own moveset. Yep. So is Ruger, whoever Ruger is.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Scuff Sim.
Yeah, Scuffed Sim. Looks like he probably leads some gangs in the back streets of Nishal.
Yeah.
But what if you eventually get access to their moves too, and you can make your created characters not just combinations of the Street Fighters, but also other moves and stuff that aren't in the game yet.
Yeah, and I got excited because I was like, if they could do that in theory, couldn't they take other characters who are in the game and just put their movesets in?
Yeah.
So in theory,
Forte
can make that return, baby.
It's like, would you go to Mexico for? What's her name?
Lily.
Lily, yeah.
And then there might be people down. What if he's there?
Bro, if he's there, then I'm be upset.
I mean,
he's not getting.
Mexico's not going to be a hub or anything, but hopefully he might just be walking around her background or something.
You see, when we went to Marissa, she doesn't have like a full-fledged city, right?
It's just her stage, more or less.
But you can move around it.
But yeah.
So what's to stop them from having
him with a cook stand next to it or something?
Hey, but if unfortunately got a food truck, then we are in. I'm going to spend all my zenny there.
It would be.
It looks like you got some dramatic battles. If everybody remember those,
more or less, yeah. So there's definitely team battles. We already know there's team battles in World Tour mode.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course you have Eternity here. Is that his name?
Yes.
Its name. Their name. Their name. There you go.
Said its name.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Listen. Listen, we're all on our own horses.
Yeah.
Okay. Nolan's. If you've noticed, Nolan's older than us. He comes from a different time.
I do.
What I was thinking
I'm just saying, if I call you sir, all you have to do is correct me, and I will call you whatever you want to be called. Okay.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go. So I'm hoping.
Got to give me a chance. Okay, sorry.
With the option of like the dramatic battles, right? Like, what if we could have 2-on-2 avatar battles?
I mean, I don't see why not, because it's already in World Tour mode.
That's what I'm saying.
So when we have our tournament for Street Fighter 6, and all the other Street Fighters. Are we just playing all the other Street Fighters in Street Fighter 6?
I mean, we might be able to.
Might be able to.
They still haven't said if you could do multiplayer on those arcade cabinets.
So
I see 2 seats there. I see 2 sets of controllers.
I think they said the plan is to have local multiplayer, but not
Okay.
online, at least not yet.
Okay. Which I can work
But
with.
you know, we'll see. I mean, if it's just one player when it comes out and they eventually add the stuff, I'm fine with it. Just the fact that it's there is cool.
Like the club thing, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, like all the stuff they didn't have to add, but they added it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just
Up to 100 people, that's not a lot.
It makes you think, like, what the fuck were they doing for 5?
First of all, they was barely getting by when they was
barely getting by with
I think
5,
that's
yeah.
I think
Like-
that was probably as much as 5 had issues. I think one of the biggest issues that 6 doesn't suffer from that 5 did is money.
yeah. It's like I said, this is a completely different
Yeah, because
Capcom
it had
now.
Resident Evil to
Exactly.
fucking pay for everything.
Yeah. Hey, thank God for them remakes.
Resident Evil and Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Keeping them afloat. Now they can.
Well, Monster Hunter let them make their Resident Evils, and then
Yeah.
It's a snowball effect, man.
Snowball.
It's all snowball.
there's Scuff Ryu in the background.
Which you already know you're gonna have like
Oh, you're gonna have people making
people gonna be the real Akumas, the real Ryu.
Oh, yeah.
Because Akuma, the new Akuma, doesn't look anything like even 5's Akuma.
I want to
I
see
mean,
what
he
looks
kind of
like
does.
in-game.
He looks
Just with white hair.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Which
of
is
5
different
Akuma.
from the leaked art that we saw. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So the battle damage is back. I mean, they never really showed it outside of that one time, and then they never talked about it again. And I was worried, it's like, did they take the battle damage out of it? But it's something that can be turned on and off.
I wonder if you would need to turn
And
it
there's
off for
everybody
like
in there.
tournaments or something.
Everybody in their old
is that?
Street Fighter 2 outfits.
I don't know. I'm wondering like would it affect?
Oh, I
performance?
guarantee. I guarantee somebody's going to complain. Oh, you got to turn that off. It's causing lag. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just people.
People are going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course they were going to have their classic outfits. Nobody thought
Yeah.
for a second.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, they've already shown them in screenshot form. This is the first time you get to see them moving. But you know, Ryu without a beard just looks weird now.
he kind of does, right? What his young buck is?
Or did they have Cammy's classic?
No, her and
No.
Ken were just fighting their regular
Oh, okay.
fix.
I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute. You said classes. I'm like, well, they
It
are.
was-
Well,
it- no,
the first ones they were showing Gal.
Yeah, it was
Zangief,
weird to sandwich them in between 2 classic sets of costumes, though.
Yeah. They showed screenshots of Ken and his and other characters and theirs. I get the feeling they might skip it out on Cammy's for a while because you know they're trying to get away from the butts and all butts stuff. You know, because this is the first time she's ever technically the second time she's ever worn pants, but the first time her default outfit has pants. The only other time she's ever had any of her lower half in something other than paint was the track outfits in 5. Mm-hmm. That was the first time you couldn't see all the way up her butt. So
We losing recipes, Nolan. Can't see Cammy's butt. Nah, I'm just playing.
but yeah, the arcade mode, which they don't talk about a lot, so obviously they want you to do it. But you'll notice, I don't know if they got to the arcade part itself because this is talking about the sound options
Yeah.
and stuff,
Which is really cool, too.
which is awesome because I've you
so that's
you
Ando and
see-
Poison in the background, right? Like, I'm not tripping.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what's his name? Rob Orbison or something like that, the fat guy.
Oh, yeah.
And Axel,
Is
way
that
in the back.
Poison?
Yeah, that's Poison.
So it's
the
a
original-
version of Poison.
yeah,
I mean, it
with
could
blonde
also be
hair?
rock.
Isn't Poison usually a pink
Roxy.
hair?
Yeah, it actually could be Roxy because Roxy has pink
Yeah,
hair.
and I still say that Poison in 5 was her.
Was Roxy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was originally supposed to be her. They had a knee jerk reaction. It's like, no one's really gonna know who she is, even though she was in Abigail's story.
Yeah, it felt weird, right, to have like Abigail instead of Hugo, which, okay, that's fine, right?
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, we
then-
already had Hugo,
Yeah,
so
but then do Poison
yeah,
and not Roxy,
and not Roxy.
who was the other version.
Yeah.
Like Abigail was the other
And
version.
to me, my head canon to that is that she's taken Poison's place because Poison's on parole, but she's over in Japan with Hugo starting up their wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
So, but you know, she had her friend join the Street Fighter tournament to make it look like she was still there as her. That explains why she has the shorter hair. She has the whip instead of the riding crop, and she throws the fire things. You know, because she was a completely different character because she was supposed to be anyway.
I like
That's my
Kimberly's
idea.
outfit.
Yeah, there's Ken and his.
I like Kimberly's
standard thing.
other outfit.
Yeah,
I missed it.
it's like a little tracksuit
I didn't mean to do that.
type
Yeah.
deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just nice. There's a clean can.
Mm-hmm. Ken that gets to go home.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just saw something.
Go back. Yeah, go back.
Go back a second. So you pick how many stages in arcade mode you do. That's why he only had 5, but Cammy had like 10.
Okay, yeah, because we were trying to figure out why, like,
Or
maybe
he had 10 and Cammy had like 5 later on.
maybe
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
the number when they show it on the arcade mode. We thought maybe like different people for their story had different number of stages.
But I just saw it just now. You pick how many.
Yeah. Wait,
many rounds you wanna
where'd you
do.
see the other thing?
It'll be in a couple.
Yeah, it'll be coming up. And then the high scores are all put on an online board too.
A leaderboard?
Yeah. So you
you
can always
beat-
see who the high
Wait.
score is.
I didn't remember seeing Young and Yang on.
So when you beat
It's his story
arcade
intro.
mode, you get a concept art or some sort of artwork, and then that.
Well, this is actually his arcade intro.
Oh, it's his intro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so and then he goes into
that's where we saw the 10 fights, and we was like, oh, he got a lot of fights.
he got a
in
lot
this
of fights. But then in a second they're gonna show Cammy and she only has like 5. And one of them's a truck.
Yeah, one of them was the Mack truck. And so we thought like maybe it was like, oh, don't skimp out on the on the story mode for some people.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is supposed to be harder to take down than the car.
Like I would think so. And again, the parry mini game is cool that it's in there, but I mean all you gotta do
It's
is
weird
hold
'cause
down
you
2
just hold the
buttons.
button.
So I wonder if you get more points if you
Perfect.
Yeah,
parry?
you have
perfect
to
parries,
have,
yeah.
you have to have that. Like that's
And
going
then
to be the way to
we
get the
see
high score.
This is obviously her critical art now too, where she does the extra
So
slam
that
at the
the
end.
parry thing was from Street Fighter 3, right?
Yeah.
The
Basketball parry.
Yeah,
minigame.
it's supposed to be
Yeah.
Sean shooting the basketballs at you.
Was that
Yeah.
not Sean?
No,
No,
it's just a black dude.
Just some guy. But you get the artwork.
It's Sean.
That
I
ain't
mean,
Sean.
That's like
That's
he's,
not
he's,
Sean.
he's
It's the-
dressed like Sean from Street Fighter 5,
it's
but
the person that made Sean in the game.
but Sean would be an adult in this game, so we may eventually just get a completely different Sean
I mean, I would be
whenever the Street
100%.
Fighter 3 pack comes out.
So look, so we getting
Because I'm still surprised that a
We
game
getting
that
Remy?
comes after 3
Remy, Sean,
We're never getting rid of
not
Dudley,
getting
Necro,
Remy.
and Q. That's the Street Fighter 5 list. No Ibuki.
It's 4.
No Ibuki.
I mean, the-
We do 4
Ibuki, I
now.
hope.
No, I'm saying we do 4 characters.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
we're probably only doing
We're gonna
4
do
characters.
all right. So then
'Cause
Necro,
me
Q,
and
Remy, and
Nolan were
Sean.
talking about this the other day. Is like, I mean, I don't. Were you there? when we were
I
talking
probably
about-
I don't know.
In spirit.
But think about all the work they have to put into every
Right.
character
We're
now.
probably only going to get 1 character per
You
quarter.
Which is
gotta,
reasonable.
You got to add a whole new part of World Tour mode. You got to have voice actors. You got to get all the commentators to come back and add their commentary for these other characters too.
Oh, snaps.
So they're probably going to do that in a batch, though. You know,
Yeah.
they already know who the next 4 characters are going to be. Bring all them to voice all of their stuff. Add in new artwork for the arcade run, voicing all of that stuff. It's a lot of work to put 1 character in this
Yeah.
game
Integrate
now.
him into the World Tour, yeah.
Yeah. So
And then
that's
giving
probably why
all
we're
the
only
moves to
getting,
the-
you know, we may not
Right,
even
yeah,
have
having
years
their
anymore.
moves available for your
And then have to
avatars.
work. Yeah. So yeah, we may only be getting 4 characters a year from now on.
Year 2, we need Sagat.
But I
I'm
mean,
just throwing it out
this game can go for 5, 6, 8 years.
there. I mean, in theory, yeah, it
Yeah,
should.
because they just
They
keep
could have
expanding
a
it.
year of villains. It's Sagat,
Ooh.
Bison, and Seth, and who else would you put?
Gil.
Gil. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's just, I love it that I've said it before is that Capcom cares about fighting games again. This is what happens when Capcom cares about fighting games.
Like, I know we've said it before, but this is gonna put a lot of people's backs against the wall.
Yeah.
Coming out with a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for the people who are gonna try to, like, you know, you have like these startup fighting games, and I always felt like they were always, you know, an uphill battle for them because they weren't gonna have the resources.
You can put the game in half speed in
Yeah.
training mode. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, not even just the Tekken 8s and the Mortal Kombat 12s. Like, they're gonna have to have all this stuff.
Well, Mortal Kombat I
Mortal
wouldn't be too
Kombat,
concerned about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already pretty much did this.
Tekken Force mode. It's
Is
the
this
perfect
a team
time.
battle?
Yes, team battle. Mm-hmm. This is also in Fighting Grounds.
Yeah.
So,
Sure, they're different people.
and technically Street Fighter 5 had a team battle, but just nobody cared by the time it came out. It was like in the last patch, wasn't it? Like the very
Towards,
last
yeah,
update?
it was towards. Hey,
But it's cool is right here, just out to shoot.
Yes, it can be good. It's gonna be good.
It's just so much. I mean, just so much stuff.
Like carry over your super arts gauge and all that stuff between Matt. Like, come on.
Oh yeah,
Which
there's so
is-
many different things you can choose from.
which is the default anyway. But
Yeah.
but you can also turn it off now between games.
what's dead rubber?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Dead rubber.
It's an option. So people that aren't watching the YouTube, which you should, even while you're driving, there's an
Stay
option
dangerous.
in the team battle settings. It's called dead rubber, and you can turn it off and on.
We'll have to figure out what that is when it comes out. We're gonna turn it on first game we play, and then we're gonna get mad at whatever it
Well,
does.
I'm sure you can just highlight over it, and it'll tell you what it is.
The best way to understand is by experience.
Oh,
Dead
he's about
rubber.
to-
So single elimination got
Can't
rid
you-
of the option.
oh, go back.
So when
I'm
they
sure-
changed it to single elimination, so what was the option before
We're about to see
single
what it is when he
elimination?
gets to it.
I almost got it.
Just frame back. You know how to frame back and forth?
Hell no.
These two keys right here.
Oh, for real?
Arrows
real?
back and forth, yeah. When you pause it, you can frame back and forth with that.
It's not gonna fucking matter.
Set whether or not a draw will be declared if both teams have the same number of wins. If turned off, the team with the highest remaining vitality. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so
it's a what do they call them?
So you either win by wins or
Yeah,
you win by
remaining
health.
health.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a way to decide through a tie.
yeah.
Tiebreaker, that's what it is. Yeah. Y'all terrible friends. I would say
So that,
draw
that,
winner.
that mystery solved.
Yeah.
Try to command grab me.
Yeah, we got to get ready for it because old grab hands over here.
I'm gonna be grabbing some people. That's the plan, though. It might change once.
Turns
it
out
comes
I'm playing jury now. I'm a jury player.
I don't know. I didn't like Jury in 4, so I don't know if
I-
I'd like her in 6.
Well, this version of her is supposed
Is
to be
more like 4.
well, it's supposed to be easier, I guess. Not easier, but
Where you're not worried about so much.
the charges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you are. She's more like her 4 self than 5.
Well, 4 you had to hold a charge, not like a charge in the sense of like a charge character, but like
Yeah, you
her-
had to do her little kick move
Yeah.
to be able to do her special moves. And 5, you had to do specific ones to get specific moves.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So, but now you don't have to do that anymore. Then
I wonder if
extreme
they're gonna
battle.
have these like trials. Like, are these gonna be things that they update? That's what I'm hoping.
Oh,
like,
extreme battles? Oh,
no,
I'm
the
sure.
Like different rules?
extreme.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that win pose. It
And
just
then
steps,
you get like
steps over
get stuff for
He,
it.
Allen Iverson, her. He was just trying to get back on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is cool. This is the part that I thought was really cool.
This is what me and you talked about. Man, wouldn't it be cool if?
Yeah,
And
they did just like
actually
Mortal
did
Kombat.
it. Yeah.
So
Actually,
you
they
can
took it a
create-
step further.
You can create party or lobbies now, rooms,
Custom room.
with up to 16 people with 4 matches going at a time. And
Yeah.
you can change what the matches are. They can be either 1v1 team battle, extreme rules, training.
Yep.
So that's really cool.
So you can just get all your friends or even have an open room and have 4
Now, I
different
don't
things going
have
on at one
16
time.
friends.
No, but see, I think this is why it's going to be really cool. Like to Nolan's point of making a room and setting up the matches and being like, all right, man, let's get some people in here because we talked about we've been talking to different people as we go through like GCT and all that about we're gonna be grinding on 6 and we're trying to tell people like the rooms is gonna be there. It's gonna be up to y'all to jump in, but if people gonna be talking about. I see in the Discord people, looking to practice and things like that. It's gonna be there with 6.
Yeah.
If you want to play people, it's gonna be there.
All the crazy stuff you can do in training mode, stuff that usually folks have to download mods for. Is just in the
Exactly.
game
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That's gonna be really good.
And then, of course, the rank matches. So all the match made stuff. I keep telling folks they actually said this before, but match made
Or you can see
online
their ranks.
multiplayer is in the fighting grounds mode. So don't have to worry about that. And so the ranks are, and I love the way that they're doing it now. Basically, you can't go back down unless you're like in the middle rank. So like from gold to platinum and then up. rookie rank, obviously that's where it starts. And you get the win streak bonus, and then the league point loss on defeat. No, because you can't go any further down than that anyway. Then from iron to gold, you still get win streak bonus, and no, you cannot go back to. You can't go below iron.
Yeah.
So everything from rookie on up, you can't go back to the rank before that.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
can't
once you
go
wake
down leagues until you get to platinum.
Right. And then also in the iron to gold is where it starts the one-time rank down protection to where
It's similar to Pokemon Unite.
Yep.
Yeah, you couldn't get demoted unless you lost twice in a row.
yeah.
Now, once you hit master, though, if you are good enough to hit master, you can't go.
You can't go back down to anything else but master.
Yeah, you have to stay in master.
So no Smurfs.
Now, so my
Of course,
question
these folks
is,
will just create Smurf accounts where
Yeah,
they'll
'cause
just
that's-
Well,
Yeah.
you're still gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
but
There's no way of ultimately eliminating it.
yeah.
will this be per season? Because like this is gonna get reset at some point, right?
I don't know.
If I'm thinking about not how Street Fighter's done it, but how most
yeah.
other people do it,
Yeah.
they usually
Will they
reset it after a
eventually
certain.
reset it?
Yeah, like the season has 3 months, 6 months, a year.
They might do their seasons by character launch.
Oh, you could, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be with each character launch will be a big patch.
Either that or the Pro Tour.
Well, don't forget each character has their own rank in this game too. It's not your player rank; it's your character rank.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you might have a bronze Ryu, but a gold.
Ked.
Sure. Yeah.
They're different.
so-
They're not the same.
Yeah.
I can do it with Ken. I can't do it with Ryu.
Yeah.
It's just-
And so you wouldn't really need that because as the new characters come out, everybody's going to start at the lower ranks. Although I believe they'll give you an option.
Because that means
Well, they'll give you the option because in the beta, you remember once you got
we
in the
didn't
rank,
get in the beta. Remember,
I gave
Yeah.
y'all anyway.
we played it for like 30 minutes max,
I gave it to
And
you
it
the
was-
whole night.
and it was like training mode, playing against other people here.
But you could do rank mode in the battle hub, and it asked you, it's like, hey, so you want to start off at the lowest rank, or you could tell it, I think I'm a gold player. I played 5, I played 4. I think I'm around gold.
Okay.
And then you get
think I'm a
into
master.
you think you could put. I think the highest you can go is diamond.
Yeah, you got to earn that master.
But so you tell them what league you think you're in, and you fight 5 fights. And depending on your winning, so your first 2 is just lower rank, and then they eventually start to try to rank you up against folks in that rank, and how you do against them, they decide, hey, dude, you said you were diamond, but we're gonna give you bronze.
No. Give me one more chance. I don't want to have to climb.
said you're a
gotta work
master.
your way up.
You're a rookie, bud.
My controller, I had a Mad
But I
Catz
beat the
controller.
shit out of my brother all the time.
Exactly.
He can't ever beat me. This game is a liar.
So you get all that. So that way, when a really good player, when a new character comes out, he can say, well, I'm master with all my other characters. Go ahead and place me in master, and then you get 5 tries to see if you're there or if you're lower or whatever. So I like the way it does that, and I'm presuming that's going to carry over to the final game too, even in the
But then you have those jerks that
fighting grounds mode.
I think I'm iron. Fuck some kids up.
Yeah, but see, how do you? But then you'll have to lose to stay in the lower ranks though, because once you rank up, you cannot go back down.
Well, they'll do some YouTube series. Look at my climb from iron to masters. Like, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, everybody, yeah, folks are gonna be doing that. Definitely.
I did it the hard way. Beating the shit out of you.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Hey, didn't you make top 8 last year? Shut up. This is different. All right.
But that's just such a good idea.
I think they're covering
And
a lot of bases very
It's kind of
well.
like the floors in Strive, where all the really good players can be on floors 8, 9, and 10, and then in heaven, but everybody's having fun at the.
So you
floors
notice
below 'cause they don't care.
it's saving like their preferred costume too.
Is it?
Yeah, like if they when they went like
Why'd that show in pixel?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Oh, you can
different
change
artwork.
what your background
Really?
looks like on
Yeah.
those screens. Yeah.
So go back a little
Yeah, that-
further. They had
that
the
was in
old
the beta
school E
too.
Honda, and then they had so you had that one. So yeah, keep going back a little more. Yeah, so she's got that on, but
Yeah,
that's not her default
The
thing.
different. Yeah.
That's not his default, is it?
No,
I mean, you could technically do that in 5 too.
Pimp JP.
Oh yeah, you know that's gonna be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the old school art.
In the beta, you unlock.
We're definitely going with the pixel art, right?
You can get different versions. I'm sure you'll be able to unlock more as you play through the game.
They had I remember they had that style of artwork. You remember on the 360 with Street Fighter 4 when they did the backgrounds and like the avatar changes and all of that. It's like the 4th big update they did to the OS. But you could have Street Fighter 4 released pixel art versions of the characters for those backgrounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to have, because that was my background.
That.
I was dressed as Bret Hart as my avatar though. It's good times. Yeah, give it to me. 1
DJ level 3.
Yeah,
if not critical art.
Probably critical art. Because that part makes you think it's the critical art.
Why are they showing DJ before they show Lil Wayne?
You know what this is about. Crossover appeal.
Yeah. So now he just basically comes out and tells you about some of the final stuff and sells you the game and thank you and buy my game, please.
No, they're going to show the DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he talks about the DLC stuff.
Yeah.
So, which a lot of folks thought they wouldn't because they thought it would look bad. It's like the leak happened last year. They know we all know who the DLC characters are.
Yeah.
It's like, so we're just going to go ahead and show you the DLC characters now, which I thought they were going to.
And they didn't really show that much. They just show them and said when each of them were coming out, which makes a lot of sense. 1 quarter, you get a new character.
Mm-hmm. Basically one every quarter now.
Yeah.
Just like they've been doing their little streams and stuff. It's like, so now every time they do their quarterly stream, they'll probably talk about
the new character,
the next character.
So we got
Rashid is first, so that's going to suck. Aki.
Why is that going to suck? Because you don't like Rashid?
I hate Rashid, yeah.
Come on, man.
Was he like the most played character in 5?
He was consistently upper tier.
Yeah.
Like upper tier.
And Ed, it's just such a weird choice.
I hate Ed. 5?
So it's what makes me this is what makes me think every pack is going to be a theme, because this could be like the Street Fighter 5 pack of characters.
Wait, is Aki in 5?
She's probably Fang's, whatever. She's probably his. There was a comic where there was a girl that he was taught how to use his poison and stuff, and then he got recruited into Shadaloo. He dies in 5. She grows up and takes his gang over and stuff.
Fingers.
So she has the claws. Her name has the dots in it, just like Fangs did. So more than likely, that's the girl from the comic. She's probably taken over his gang. But that would, so basically that's all 5 characters from 5, and that's basically the 5 version of Akuma, because he's still got the main beard hair stuff. It's just white now for some reason. Although in the leaked artwork form, his hair was still brown.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Hopefully it's white now. That would look cool.
They would. But they'll give him the classic features like they did.
But this is also post Street Fighter 3 Akuma, so he's not like going around killing strong folks anymore. He's just fighting because he likes to fight now.
Yeah, he's cool now.
So let's see if that carries over, because this is after his and Ryu's final battle, where Akuma finally was like, you know what, I'm not going to be the mean guy anymore.
Didn't he help Ryu get the thing out of him and stuff too?
No. Because in 5, Ryu basically just kind of finds it himself. He finds the power of emptiness.
Yeah, that's his new thing. Well, it's the same thing that Goken.
Nothingness or something like that.
Yeah, the thing that Goken had. Because Akuma was power, and Goken was like, well, you got all this force, and I got nothing.
Yeah, and now he has his sash, so he's kind of moved up to the next level of martial arts enlightenment.
Yeah.
And then
Satsuken.
Yeah, exactly.
Announcing the demo.
Announcing the demo, which is only the stuff that they showed here, all the offline single player stuff, because there was a lot of folks who were upset when they downloaded this thing thinking it was going to be the online test. And it's like, what the heck? I can't play this online. I think it's broke. No, dude, this is just the demo for the stuff that they just showed you. The other 2 modes.
Every demo should be online. Should be able to play with every character online.
Exactly.
They just want the game.
Yeah, just want the game. Which we understand.
We all do. Trust me.
We do, bud.
But like I said, since everybody's going to have this on their machines, there's nothing stopping them from doing one last open test, and all they have to do is reactivate the Battle Hub mode. Because now it's just, because you remember, well, I don't know if you remember, but in the beta, it was only the middle part you can go to. You could highlight the other two modes, but it wouldn't do anything. Yeah. Now it's the other way around. These two modes are highlighted, but you can go to Battle Hub, but it's inactivated. All it's going to need is a quick update, and they just turn on the hub again, and now they're testing out the online.
Yep.
So, and that's probably exactly what's going to happen next month, if they want to do one more online test.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Or you just give early access to everybody who get the $100 edition.
I mean, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, so
I did.
I'm just waiting for the bat signal, my boy. Get your Capcom IDs. I don't want people complaining out here.
With the day they announced it,
yeah,
I got mine.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be damned if somebody out there with my name again. I forgot what game that was, but it's like, who the hell, Stucky? Who the heck is Stucky? I made that name up.
No, you didn't. I was trying to put Shucky Ducky, and then I put Stucky, and I just left it. Now I stole yours.
I forgot what game there is, but there's only one game that I'm not named that.
Probably New World.
And then a lot of games see it as a cuss word now, so I can't even use it anymore.
Was it a different language?
They don't like the SH and then the UCK.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just like can't use that name. I used to use it in Warframe, and now I can't use it anymore.
Update.
So I just don't play Warframe anymore. When I did Gundam Battle Operation 2 on Steam, mm-hmm. you saw how I had to spell it, S-H- because it's the same thing. They said it was an inappropriate name.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, that's about our time this week. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us, and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on our YouTube. Make sure you finger blast that bell icon so you get notifications of new episodes.
Gunshot sounds.
And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.